Thanks, everybody, and welcome to the ARC Industrial Leadership Forum. It's good to see, some old friends and new faces here today. And as Andy said, my presentation is going to be a little bit shorter than I planned this morning. So why don't we see if we can move it along? Well, I'm talking about transforming in uncertain times. And when I look again at this slide, it looks a little bit gloomy, but it's really not meant to be gloomy. But there are a lot of clouds on the horizon, a lot of things that we're all experiencing. So we're going to focus on a few of those areas today and where we can make a difference. There are as I said, a lot of uncertainty. There's volatility in the supply chain, potential inflation, labor issues. But the interesting thing is there's also obsolescence of our existing legacy systems, a lot of disruptive technologies, especially AI, and then innovation just seems to be faster and faster and faster. So today I just want to highlight some of the key themes that we're going to be talking about here in the forum this week. Digital transformation still matters. You'll see, I hear every once in a while, do we still talk about digital transformation, or is that old hat? No, it's still critical to making the all the rest of this happen today. We've got industrial AI just getting started, but it's also here to stay. And then energy transition, a lot of uncertainty in this area, but a lot of the activity is already baked in. So let me talk a little bit about digital transformation. We did a survey here at ARC, and we asked about what are users doing? What are companies doing in the area of digital transformation, and how far along is it? And it's pretty much an 80-20 kind of a rule, where about 20% of companies are getting some real benefits out of their digital transformation already. And most of the rest are well underway towards what they want to do with digital transformation. Even the leaders are still doing a lot of work in this area. And it's important to do it. One of the things I heard Nico say this morning was that you can't not do digital transformation. All of your other programs really depend on having a resilient and flexible organization, which you can only do with a highly digital organization. And we focus mostly in this forum about sort of plant floor issues and related issues. But you can be sure your competitors are going to be tackling improvements and digital transformation, not only in the plant floor, but in their design and engineering and supply chain, their business systems, their services, and their products. So it's changing everywhere. If you don't change, you're not going to be around for long. Now, this is a big list of technologies, again, from our recent survey. You can see this afterwards as well, but the point I want to make here is that 2/3 of the companies that we asked about these technologies are already using 50% or more of these. So it's quite a bit of activity, and it's only continuing. Let me talk about industrial AI quickly. One thing that we have, again from the survey, we've been doing this for a couple of years. We ask about which of these technologies are going to have the most impact. And for the third year in a row that we've been doing this survey, industrial AI has come out on top. Now, it's been a big jump. Even 2 years ago, it was about 35%. Last year, it was about 53%. This year, it's maybe 55% think that AI is going to be the biggest one. In our customer meeting yesterday, Digital Transformation Council meeting, someone remarked about how much things had changed in the last year. When we talked about AI a year ago, there were maybe 2 people in the room who had done something useful. Yesterday, everybody in the room practically had a story to tell about how they're doing and what they're doing. And I want to credit my colleague Colin Masson, who covers industrial AI for us, primarily here at ARC, for coming up with this, with these technologies and use cases. And I won't really spend any time on these today, but if you can find me later or find Colin later, there are quite a bit of interesting areas here. And the nice part about it, what I thought he did is kind of break down some of the core technologies that fall under the industrial AI umbrella and some specific use cases that might be appropriate. This is only the tip of the iceberg, of course, but you've got to start somewhere. And I think if any of you squint a little bit and see a football shape here, then you must be Eagles fans. So let me see. Again, I just want to touch quickly on energy and transition and sustainability. This is our other big theme for today, and it's getting a lot of play here at the event. But the key thing about here to know here is there's lots of activity in a lot of these areas. So there's energy transition, there's supply chain issues, sustainable products. I won't go through the whole list, but you can see that in almost every case, there's quite a bit of activity. Most people are already implementing or in the process of implementing some of these things. So just a quick word about a couple of new things at ARC. You've already heard about our client portal, so I'll just skip over that. We've got a couple of new research reports. These are designed for our end users, and they're really based on end user data. We've got pacesetter reports, which are kind of benchmarking reports based on going out to the community and getting some real data. And with these reports, you can get a sense of how you compare to others in the industry. And then we've got technology archetype reports. And these reports help you understand, okay, if there are different flavors of solutions that could potentially solve a problem, what are the strengths and weaknesses of those different flavors, and which ones might make sense for me. So those are a couple of new reports that we're looking at. And then just quickly, for those of you who are new to ARC and may not understand what we do here, we offer services, some advisory services of various kinds for our end user community as well as our vendor community. We do a variety of research reports, some included in services, others available for pay. And then we have lots and lots of community activities. This is one. You saw somebody mentioned about the summits this morning. We do, Michael Hotelling talked nicely about the digital twin working group. And we do a number of forums throughout the world over the course of the year. So with that, I'm going to wrap and encourage you all, while you're here, to track down our ARC analysts. There's a list of them here. Any one of us will be happy to talk to you about the topics that they cover. And so with that, I'm going to just wrap and turn it over to Andy for the panel discussion. Thanks, everybody.